Well, God, this is we're just gabbing about absolutely nothing, and I love
Yeah,
it. But
are we going to get to the stories?
I got a couple
That
for you guys.
groundbreaking
We got to do the
story?
Space Jam one because I wore Jordan.
You did wear Jordan, so we'll get to the Space Jam one. I love this one, and there's lots of video too. Guys, Pepe Le Pew. There's a little bit of it's about time, and then there's a little bit of a fuck you to this story. But Pepe Le Pew has been canceled, specifically from Space Jam. As we all know, LeBron James, for what feels like 20 years, has been making the sequel. Space Jam: A New Legacy coming out July 16th. I don't know why I just gave it a plug. And starting with Charles Blow. I love that this is what New York columnists write about. He had been tweeting for a while that Pepe Le Pew was a little bit rapey. And now there was a scene in Space Jam 2 where Pepe Le Pew does his Pepe Le Pew thing with one of the female stars who apparently does not have that many scenes. And
I don't know if is he rapey or is he a sex pest? I think he's more of a sex pest.
I never heard of the term
What's a sex pest?
What defines sex pest?
Male?
Not
Like,
human? How about that?
Yes.
Male?
No, like he's not forcing himself on anybody, but it's constantly every interaction is.
He
hey,
just
you wanna
hits on
fuck?
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, Yeah. I can see that. Well, all right. You guys can be the jury here. Here we've got the first is video evidence of Pepe Le Pew again doing his Pepe Le Pew thing. And the thing of it is, this isn't even that bad. I remember him being worse.
I am your brittle.
I mean, have you been to a bar?
I have to say, she hasn't said no yet, Richie. We know no means no, but there has been nothing coming out of that cat who looks like a skunk's mouth.
We will never part again.
Yeah, she.
A girl can run. Oh, now locking her in.
That
That's
was
a
the
little
CK.
but
That was the Louis CK right
It is
there.
love at first sight, is it not? No.
He's not even jerking off.
Yeah,
not come with
I
me.
didn't want to show the scene where he actually jerks off in front of her. And then we have a reaction. Well, that was video evidence. Then we've got a warning tweet that sort of basically quoted that famous poem. First they came for Potato Head and I said nothing. Then they came for Dr. Seuss. And
Like, what scene would they cut out? What would Pepe Le Pew be doing in Space Jam?
He essentially sexually harasses a live human character who apparently does not have that many scenes, and she's upset about this. And LeBron comes in and tells her, you can't treat a lady like that, to that effect, and they just took out the entire scene. And
There was a lesson
because
in
why
that.
have a
that's the
teachable
argument
moment?
right there. There was that's what a lot of she is saying that. But obviously, she just wants her scene back.
Totally. God.
There's bar scenes in Space Jam too? It's not just like a... Oh,
No, it was like, it was a little weird.
God, is it getting a serious
Like, why bring it up
movie?
to
We're getting
begin with?
serious.
And everyone else is saying that, well, Charles Blow's getting all his fucking press. Some good, some bad about canceling Pepe Le Pew. Dave Chappelle had been saying this for years. Got a quick clip. Take a look.
God, what kind of fucking rapist is this guy? Like, take it easy. Come on, that dude was sitting there cracking up. See, sometimes you gotta take the pussy like Pepe, like,
So, all right, Richie, this show is very anti-cancel culture, as is this whole network, really.
Really?
Like, when you look at some of these complaints, I kind of see a little bit of their argument. I like to see both sides. Like, for the Dr. Seuss one, everyone's crying and whining about canceling Dr. Seuss. No, they just took a couple of the books off the shelf. And if you look at the images in those books, not great. I mean, the black kid is essentially a monkey. I think it was an Asian one. I mean, obviously the kids don't know what they are. But it's just like, the parents are still buying. They're not awesome. They're a product of their time. I would say just change the pictures, perhaps, not pull the books.
Jeez.
With regards to Pepe Le Pew, where are our thoughts?
I mean, it's the same old thing that well, first of all, he's not raping, but also it's like you're not making fun of rape, you're making fun of the rapist, right? It's about this shitbag that won't take no for an answer. And it's like, so we'll just take out the teachable moment instead of having some freak be mildly uncomfortable somewhere in Portland.
That's a really good point because, like,
Mic drop.
We're now at a point that every once in a while he actually says something smart.
Show us the mullet.
Now give us the 1-2 punch that is the stupidity behind you. Yeah, like, are we so fucking hypersensitive,
Yes.
thin-skinned as a country?
Yes.
We no longer can have teachable moments because those moments in and
Yes.
of themselves are so offensive.
Yes.
Like that's kind of where we're at, huh?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Well, and that's why even now you've seen people are going after professors for teaching things, like having different opinions. They're going after journalists. Like it is nuts that now even just like the smartest of society, it's like the ones we need to balance stuff out and have conversations and dialogues are being canceled. So what? We don't want to talk about anything?
Yeah. That's
Guess
basically-
not.
Yeah.
Well, but also like the willingness to throw out everything in America compared to other like Slavic countries that are still like don't give a fuck about that kind of thing, or like you can still just spit on the ground when they say the word Russian. That in Poland, I used to date a Polish girl. They're the most famous nursery rhyme. It's called something like Muzu Bubin or something. It's called The Black Monkey. And the way that they teach their children like to wash their hands is so that you don't turn into a black monkey. And the reason that you brush your hair is so you don't look like a black monkey. Like
Do we need to cancel Poland? What's going on?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's horrendous.
You're
and it's
so
like,
right, and it's like in Belgium. What is it? Up until about 2 years ago, the traditional Santa Claus has a black slave called Black Pete. And it's played by a white guy in blackface, and that was his sidekick. And he was a
To be
black
fair-
because he went down the chimney.
That was an episode of The Office, wasn't it?
Was it?
what's it?
Pretty sure. In Dwight's Christmas.
I bet they aren't rerunning that one.
That's
Well,
right. Yeah.
They've cut out. I've seen it since. They've cut out
Are you
the scenes
serious?
where he's in blackface. Yeah.
Really? Well, you got that Sarah Silverman episode where she did blackface too, but it was a message. It was supposed to be a teachable moment. That's so Ted Danson. But Sarah Silverman, yes. Well, and then also with Warner Brothers, they've been editing out which is basically Elmer Fudd, period. Any Elmer Fudd where he's got a gun.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
How is he hunting?
That's the thing. I think Elmer Fudd might just no longer be there. I mean, I know he played other things, but really his wheelhouse was the hunting. And not to mention he never hit anything. It's not like Elmer Fudd actually ever caught Bugs Bunny and put him on his wall, but the very idea that you got a rifle in there, gone. You can't do any of the old Sesame Street reruns where Cookie Monster's doing Monster Street Theater because he's smoking a pipe.
We are focused. That's a lot of energy we're putting into
It really
the
is.
past.
Yes, it really is.
So on kids who are just going to be fucked up anyway. Like, we're trying
Yeah.
to, like, something's going to happen.
Have you ever seen the original Superman cartoons?
No.
I've seen bits and pieces
No.
on YouTube
Dude.
because I'm a virgin.
Raging anti-Semitism.
Really?
Raging. I mean, like these jobbies. Like it's wild because he was fighting Nazis, but even the portrayal of the victims is just like, oh my God, it's the single most anti-Semitic thing you've ever seen in your life. See if anybody can get that. It's like Superman.
You always give me so many fun things to look up after the show. And also, when you think about it, the whole Nazi ethos is coming from that Superman theory. So it makes me wonder if the creators had big anti-Semitic leanings. I don't know much about who the creators of Superman, but were they like big? Did they hate the Jews? Like Joe?
Whoa.
But that's just what you said before.
Yeah, no, that Polish girl loves the Jews.
I'm Ukrainian, okay?
I just thought you were talking about your ex.
It's wild when you see
I'm all
just
over
how literally on the nose it used to be.
You just said,
that.
I was going to say, you just did. Nicely done. Well, let me ask you this. The ex that you dated that was Polish, family's in Chicago, right?
No, in Greenpoint.
Are you serious? They're
Yeah.
saying that there's more Polish people in Chicago than Warsaw.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, it's a big Polish area. And well done, by the way. Polish
Everything's just
Chicago
gonna get
chicks are pretty
canceled.
hot.